quote-unquote fire.
I will admit that it does make it very easy to see instantly what kind's being thrown at you.
Yeah, poison arrows being green. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some poor like artist intern made some sick ass effect and like some like guy who knows it was like no we need to make it competitively viable, so it needs to just be bright neon green, bright neon orange, and it's like you're technically not wrong, but it looks like shit, you know.
Oh, maybe we could show him what it looks like when Warplock Jizzails are shooting.
Oh, someone commented about that. They have a 120 meters per second velocity, the highest in the game. The highest in the game, 120 meters a second with fucking black powder that's actually magically smokeless.
Yeah, they're basically like... You have to think about... Honestly, like... Skaven basically use uranium to power their weapons. So, that's the...
Oh yeah,
let me get regular gunners, actually, and we can just compare.
Oh dude, just get out the rattling guns. That's so good, so good.
Rattling guns.
Here, got Poison Wind Globadiers, Warp Fire Throwers, Rattlings, and Jezebel, so you can see all of the...
Just on tails. Just on rat tails.
Yeah, okay. I just got a bunch of handgunners, a bunch of crossbowmen. I'll get a few archers too, why the fuck?
I mean, you're just getting stuff for my guys to shoot at.
Basically.
Nah, Safe's trying. He's getting sweaty.
I mean, you won't even have... Oh, you picked I picked a shitty map. I forgot I was gonna blame you. Put your units all the way in the back because... Or... Because, like, it's
you already... but all the way in the back, like 20 feet in the back. Not even...
Yeah, are you ready?
Hang on.
I got Vanguard deploy on some of my units, so that's good. I'll put them on fire at will. Also, this one thing that's also in this game is that there's low unit facial diversity. It's like they all have the same face. There's like 3 faces per unit. Apart from that, they're all clones of humans.
Shogun 2 had quite a lot, or at least it seemed like it.
Yeah, Shogun got like 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah.
A few more, yeah. Okay. Oh, you actually got a few units. Okay, I'll just spread these idiots out.
Alright, get ready for Safe to get sweaty, Roadie. Don't believe him. Don't believe him whenever he says he's not trying or he's not going to try and win.
Oh yeah, that's the fastest projectile. You just saw it.
Yeah, it's
That
just like
slow.
green.
Yeah, it is pretty slow.
How's that 120 meters a second? What's weird?
I feel like gunners are faster.
Maybe it is actually. Maybe it's just because they have such long streaks that it makes it look slower. Is that going faster than handgunners?
No.
Their range is 275, so
this is way too slow.
I feel like these Giselle should leave trails because it's a magic round, but like regular rounds should not leave trails.
But it is for visibility. Like that's for gameplay. It's not. They know that it doesn't leave a fucking trail, dude. It's just for visibility.
All right, now I'm gonna show them these Deathglow Bombardiers. What they look like.
Deathglow Bombardiers. What the fuck?
Basically,
it's a slinging unit.
Yeah, they like throw like these globes of poison. Basically,
they're literally like a moving war crimes unit. Like,
yes,
they're like I think they're the better version of the these guys, the Poisoned Wind Globadiers.
So was it like napalm or something?
no.
I think it's like chemical.
The thing
it's like a neurotoxin.
There's a shitty animation to indicate when a unit's been poisoned. Here, I'll show you.
Radioactive waste lobbers, alright.
Basically, that's exactly right.
They throw baby snow globes filled with radioactive poison.
Do you see that they literally just
We're playing Fallout New Vegas.
They materialize them and then they throw them.
Yeah, I'm reminded of Fallout New Vegas. It's like fucking radioactive toys.
I like that they like they actually grab the ones, like you see they have these one on their waist, they actually go and grab it and throw it, and then like another one just pops out of their ass. But they do like actually, and these guys are the same thing except they're green.
Yeah, this one, you see the animation here? You see the animation on my unit that shows that it's taking damage. What the fuck was that?
Wait, and so they're globadiers, and then the other ones that also are globadiers are bombardiers?
Yeah, they have a different name.
It's the same unit.
What the hell? That's a silly naming convention, at least. Come on.
It's that one that does, like, damage over time. Basically.
I mean, it is Warhammer.
Wait, what's the velocity on this? Let me see that. That's 120, isn't it?
That's a bit quick, yeah.
Is that 120? Is that faster than handgunners?
Looks better.
It could be 120, yeah.
Marginally
it's just
faster.
it's a much. I think it's the same. It's just because the trails look a lot shorter.
Where are those Jazdon rat tails unit? Where's that?
There.
And compare the speed of the projectile speed to the Rattling.
Yeah, it's the same speed.
Yo, this is what I mean by they hit the fucking flanks. Did you see that fucking...
Yeah, oh my god. And that happened in a test earlier. Oh my god, I'm glad I recorded that. See the fucking left side of the handgunners? It fired at the right side of the enemy unit, and the right side of the handgunners fired at the left side of the enemy unit. So all of the bullets converged on a midpoint between the units. They all just crossed. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, let's try again. I want to see that again, because like that's what I mean by sometimes the way the fire spreads is just weird. I don't know. It's like they have a firing tactic.
Oh, and then there's these guys who are flamethrowers, basically.
Wait, no. Can you put your units on fire at will? Ah, you're raping my poor fucking gunners. Let him be.
I turned them off.
Yeah.
And you can see when these guys like hit a unit, they physically like throw the enemies backwards with the stream of their weapons. How are you guys?
Handgunners are at the bottom, enemy unit at the top, and the black is the bullet paths. That's what we watched happen with handgunners, and I recorded it, and I'll find it. That shit there, it was fucking retarded.
Let's
you just sat there with
shoot down the length of this unit.
The same thing happened just there a minute ago.
Holy shit. My screen shakes.
Yeah, mine too, if you zoom in close enough.
Alright. Can you fire again with the Rattling gunners at the unit of Free Company Militia? I just want to see it display what I wanted to show. Like sometimes I think CA fixed it mainly though. It was worse before. Yeah, like now it's fine.
Look. Left, right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of... Here, bring another one of your units down and we'll test it out again.
They're biased towards firing away. Like they try and maximize the distance to the enemy.
Well, I don't know, because this guy's firing on the... I don't know.
Sometimes it's really obvious, sometimes it's extreme.
Mm.
Bring down a unit that's like full for us to shoot at.
Yeah, because you've been bombarding them as they go down. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm going to shoot at this unit of crossbowmen. Yeah, hang on. Just have your crossbows stop.
Oh,
why are you shooting me?
Sorry.
You can maybe replace it. It might happen again.
You're still shooting.
They're all fire. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. You're in office.
Oh, these are sorry, that was fucking wiped your unit.
It looks like each individual's like firing arc is like randomly targeted. So sometimes it looks like straight, and then sometimes it looks fuking stupid.
I'm gonna have to move up one of my other ones.
It was really obvious. It looked so artificial and weird, and like something was glitching out when I saw it earlier.
You have your unit with an attack order on them. That's why, because they're chasing after them now.
No, not anymore. Like I just moved them forward because, you know, mistakes were made. Why are they running still? What the fuck? Force gave in.
Literally all the bullets from the volley just met before they fanned out. Like all the bullets converged, and then they fanned out. That was how fucked up the the firing was.
What if there's
Like,
no?
Put your units off fire at will, for fuck's sake.
What if all these units are actually all just fucking bows?
They are all bows. They're all
Just
copy-pasted.
reskin.
Yeah.
Like, have one of your units move here. in
Even the
front of
slingers.
my-
Yo, why are they still firing, bro?
Well, I don't know. You're a fucking autistic retard. What can I tell you? When you told me to get off fire at will, I did it in 3 seconds.
I'm sorry.
See, I
Actually
told you,
did
Roadie, he's trying to attrition your army without you even
Yeah,
realising it.
really. Like,
That's how much
get one of your guys to stand in front of my unit of ratlings here on my left.
See how he's reluctant to offer his units up for testing as well? He wants to preserve them for the final battle to overwhelm you.
Yeah, why does he have a general and a fucking griffin?
Yo,
He's sweaty.
See, he's tryharding. He's tryharding a test.
He's a StarCraft player, dude. Don't.
All right, let's see what we're firing at a full unit right now of 90 men.
yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
That looks random, but yeah,
Yeah,
what I'm describing was not fucking random. It was so.
yeah, it was system guys. Yeah, I know. Like I saw it too.
You've seen it as well.
Yeah, that looks,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen that before in games where they. It's weird how they sometimes seem to target like a specific section of the unit.
Yeah, it's in Follow the Samurai as well. Artillery. They
Yeah,
fucking aim at the right side, I think.
Yeah, they'll aim at the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactement.
That's what made it weird. They were aiming only at the end of the unit and the end farthest away from them, so the shots just crossed in midair and then fanned out. Looks so retarded.
Well, if
Now
it's
they're
in
starting to do it. No, still not. No.
if it's in Shogun 2, do you think it's
Look, see it. Look at that. See how they fucking just were crossing each other so obviously there.
Oh, did you see how they're all shooting at the one? That might be because it's the only guy showing over the slope. Maybe.
Yeah. I think they fixed it. They mainly fixed it, but it was definitely a complaint before. I remember it being a thing that artillery would really shoot at the sides.
Look at how these guys are shooting.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look at that. Look. Are they all shooting at the guys on the right?
Yeah, they are.
Here, yeah.
Oh, kinda.
It's like as soon as you like notice it, they suddenly go back to like being normal. You know?
Maybe they're shooting at those guys because they're closer. I don't know.
Look at that!
Look at all those guys
yeah.
who just shot that one guy.
Yep. So they did do it to that side of the unit, and then they'll do it to the other side of the unit at the same time, and it'll be organised. There'll be a pattern there, and
Look
it'll
at
have,
it! Look at it!
yeah.
Look at that!
Yeah. See, I'm not
Is that
imagining things.
intentional?
I'm noticing that's a fucking pattern. They're definitely.
Put
Did they do this in Empire? Does anyone know if Empire had this shit? Because
I don't know.
I don't
know
buy
what?
Empire.
It probably did.
Shogun 2
Take
fucking
one
did.
Your crossbow unit that's at 49-1 or 49 guys. I mean, turn it to face towards my Jezzails to their left because maybe they're shooting at the guys that are closest.
And remember, this game is all about ranged and magic and single entities. So look at how fucking broken ass fucked the the ranged is. Jesus.
All right, yeah. Let them face towards us, and then we'll
Yeah,
see
that's what we
if they
saw.
do the same thing. That looked fine.
Yeah. The results are fine. It's
I think maybe it's something to do with the way the unit is oriented. It can be weird sometimes. Because now it looks normal. Before they were literally all shooting one guy.
Yeah. I don't know how you'd replicate that. What causes it?
Here, where do I have another unit of war plugs? Shit.
yeah. This is
Alright, here's one.
here's
How
a
about-
thread. I'm just gonna post you, bro. By the way.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on a fast forward. I'm gonna move some of my war blocks up to like the top, towards where it's more flat, and we'll have you like with 2 of your full units. First, we'll test them firing against the units when they're like facing towards us parallel. Then we'll like kind of angle them and see if they shoot at the closer guys, and then we'll put them parallel again. So like move one of a couple of your units over to like the top of the ridge.
I All my units are kind of damaged. Usually it's just the archers, though. They're a bit spread out.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Just whatever ones are kind of fuller health. Alright, there we go. So yeah, first you can angle them like parallel, and we'll see how they shoot. Like we'll do a volley.
Yeah, I think they might have fixed it now, though. Like, I remember this being like a thing. Just one-on-one here?
Yeah, like just have your guys stand there. I'm gonna fire a volley, and we'll see how they shoot.
Okay.
I want to see this replicated, obviously.
Yeah, I think they might have fixed it mainly. It's usually with artillery, so
I saw it an hour ago or something. Yeah.
That was well spread out along the unit. Okay, now kind of have your unit angled at, 30 degrees or something, so that like one side of your unit is distinctly closer to us.
yeah. But is this sufficient?
A little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Maybe like a 45-degree angle.
It might be an angling problem, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe if they do it only, even if they're like only slightly.
Because that was when we saw it target the corner of the unit when it was angled like fuck.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try this, and if it doesn't work, we'll try angling it a bit more. Oh, that's
good, yeah.
It's
still pretty
biased
spread
at the
out.
close half.
Yeah. So now give it like a bit more angle.
I mean, that's pretty much straight.
Like rotate your unit to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
That's fine.
Yeah, they are biased to the closer half, definitely. Solario's correct on that.
But that does make sense, though.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
I guess it's just sometimes like when it's a severe enough angle, like it'll go a little overboard and they'll all shoot at one guy.
I think they fixed it, though. I don't know if...
Yeah.
It might also be a terrain issue, like because this looks fairly flat and it's paving, so it might be like a combination of angle and then also terrain. I have no idea. It's weird.
All kinds of weird things.
Saw it fucking 2 hours ago, bitches. It's still there. It's not fixed.
Yeah.
I'm uploading that shit just to prove it.
Well, I'm glad our testing was helpful.
Yeah.
Can we try like artillery at the very least? I think like cannons. Let me get a flat map. You play with cannons, Roadie. Pick Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick dwarves because dwarves are pretty thick formations, thick boys. And let's take them like take cannons, organ gun, and
So I'll just take like 2 of each artillery unit.
sure. But I'm pretty sure cannon's the one we really want to look at. Yeah, instant. Like I've had the same problem with targeting since Empire. Not every volley hits the edges. Some hit the center, because there's the other annoying problem with artillery auto targeting.
Got a flat map, right?
It's just weird. I think CA fixed it. I'd have to like do some research on it.
You're bringing infantry, right, for us to shoot at?
Yeah, I'm just bringing a bunch of dwarven units.
All right.
Do I have enough money? Yeah. Just bringing a fucking shitload of dwarves.
I think cannons is where it's pronounced. Like the rocket batteries are really spread out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a good map. Okay, let me just orient these guys because it's going to take 15 years for them to get into position otherwise.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Hang on a second.
Let me just put my units as flat as possible.
Yeah, I'm just spreading them out on like flat ground.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure I can win.
Were you bullied as a child?
What do steam tanks actually do?
Nothing.
They have a cannon and
The amp.
They're unbreakable and they're kind of shit.
They're kind of meant to be like literally like tanky. Like you put them in a blob.
They're better than Storm Tigers, though. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't use mortars are pretty nice. I would say
look at this barrel like bulging and flexing.
No.
What do you mean organ guns? What?
What?
Ah,
Organ guns are a fucking dwarf unit.
no, but there's another one. That Maze Hellblaster volley gun. Yeah, you should have brought that
Volley
one.
gun's rad.
I forgot about that one. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Fun out gun.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
No wonder you love artillery.
I fucking love artillery.
It's because of this fucking game.
One of the greatest joys in life is to watch your enemies blow into tiny pieces.
Okay, both
And
times all of
the only
cannons
game
fire
with at
at the
least
center.
Yeah, they're all firing the same. Okay, yeah, they just fixed it. I take it back.
It is
It would-
weird to see artillery aiming at the middle of a unit in Total War. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, they fixed it. They 100% fixed it. Good job. Good on them.
Although it's kind of not fixed really, because you would want them to spread across the unit. They've
Well,
just shifted.
yeah, look at
from-
that. They're all going right into the center. That is actually kind of bizarre.
Like all they've done is they've switched it so now instead of every cannonball hits the right, they hit the center.
Yeah, so they could take an average of the 2 points, left and right, and then force
Which
them to
is like-
fire. Which it looks like what they've done.
Yeah, they all shoot at the
that
flag.
works for,
Yeah, they're just
like-
shooting at the flag, yeah.
They're
Wait,
all,
what?
It's not fixed.
Yo, wait,
oh my
wait.
god, it's not fixed.
Wait,
they're firing through gaps.
It is a fix for like archer units and stuff.
All
and
right,
there's lots of
concentrate fire.
projectiles.
Bring a new unit forward and concentrate fire. What were those that were shooting there?
Those
Cannons.
are rocket batteries.
All right, concentrate
which
all of
one are you
those.
talking about?
The ones that were doing the cannonballs,
Alright.
like that shit. Like all of these cannonballs. Bring a new unit forward, unblooded, and concentrate fire with all batteries onto it, and you'll get massive redundancy because the middle of the unit will disappear and cannonballs will just go through it and do nothing.
Yeah, you're right. The fix that they've made is that it just
fixed.
literally hits the exact dead center of the unit.
Yeah, it's not fixed.
You know what it is? It's because I think it's because they don't like the cannons are individual cannons, but they're not actual individual aiming points. Like it's one unit that fires at the same point from 4 different points. It's not like in Men of War or something where like if you told 2 different cannons to fire, like they're individual entity things. If you get what I mean.
That's crazy.
Also, I feel like cannonball should bounce more in this game. They don't really bounce.
Yeah, that was really satisfying whenever cannonballs bounced in Shogun 2, and then in Fall of the Samurai, you can't even do solid shot anymore. That's kind of annoying. Like, it's concussive, explosive shot, but sometimes you would actually want a solid shot.
Yeah, weren't cannonballs supposed to like bounce
All right,
3 or 4 times?
I'm gonna shoot at the unit that's further in the. Do we want the units moving or sitting still? Does that?
Moving.
I'm moving them forward.
Moving, they
Uh-huh.
would be advancing towards you to close the distance. So
All right, shooting at the closest one.
Fire! See?
see, like, most of those shots, like, every successive shot is less effective.
Is it me or does it like curve to?
Yeah, bullets curve.
And also, this
They're
means
not-
that accuracy is bad because it means that there's an even greater concentration, even more greater redundancy in the shooting. Because they're so accurate, they can pinpoint at. Presumably, they could become so accurate that they can aim at all fire at the exact same man.
shooting exactly at the same row.
Yeah.
I wish you could catch this footage. Yo, Roadie, just zoom into my unit and you'll just see.
Yeah, look, you can see where all the balls are on the ground. They're
Yeah.
all in one line.
Yeah.
I'm shooting at these guys now.
It's basically the
Alright.
opposite of fire projecting mangonels in Shogun 2, where it's so accurate that it's useless, whereas they were so inaccurate that they were useless.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like-
generally, cannons in Warhammer, they're more for single entity or low entity units. They're anti-large.
we love you. We love you.
Yeah, all right.
No,
No, that's something I do. If you look at everybody, I have everybody lower volume.
Oh my god. That was great. That was a great reaction from Delphi. Oh my god.
I hope if you upload this, that's included.
Oh my god, man.
That was so funny though. They were all in like a perfect straight line. That was wow. That was something else. It seems like they get more accurate in pinpointing that exact same spot they're actually trying to hit. Like
Yeah,
fire.
Well, that would make sense because like
Let me see with this. With this, it's 2 individual cannons. So are these 2 units both just going to shoot at the center then?
This is way better than the shit you used to get.
Look, did you see that? They fired at literally the exact same spot.
Yeah.
This is way better than in Shogun 2 or any of these other games where they aim at the edges of the unit, but it still needs a hell of a lot of fucking work. It's terrible.
It's a fix in that it's more. It especially would have been more effective because in Fall of the Samurai, they're explosive shots. So you want them into the densest part of the unit instead of off at the wings.
Yeah.
So they've kind of fixed it. Not really. Let me test with mortars now.
Mortars have a lot lower accuracy.
Yeah.
They're because cannons are anti-large, small groups of units, like monsters, really. Mortars, what are they called? There's the lower accuracy things, catapults, ballistas.
Hellstorm batteries are like mass area. They're like Katyushas.
except Katyushas are better.
Well, yeah.
Katyushas are probably.
You know what? It should be like you should only be able to fire them once in a battle, and it's like pew 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 pew, and everything's dead.
All right, I can fire this unit here.
Mortars are pretty nice. You even get to see like their AOE when they hit. Very clearly see it.
Yeah,
and they're very inconsistent with where they hit. So
yeah, mortars actually do like bracket the unit. You can see.
It seems like cannons are like hard coded to just hit like the exact center of the unit, which it used to be the opposite. Like when this game came out, you would hit the edge.
No shit, the cat is here.
Meow. Oh, I didn't hear that. Fuck.
I think maybe that the mortars do still kind of target the center, but they're much less accurate, so they end up with that bracketing effect.
I feel like one of them just everything is targeting the center, and then it's the unit's inaccuracy that makes it hit the whole unit. Hence, why the archers and stuff kind of works.
Well,
but the cannons are too accurate, so they will always hit the center.
Do you guys know about the alt targeting?
Oh yeah, to fire at the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
So if you've got multiple batteries, that helps a little.
Yeah, you can spread out the targeting, and it'll work a bit better.
Yo, if you look at how the cannons recharge, they just like scream at it. They like encourage it, you know. They do like a little dance.
Yeah.
And then it fires again after.
They wave their sword. Yeah.
No, they don't have swords. They actually.
Yeah, but it's magic. You don't need ammo, guys.
Show. Is that Total War Cat here now? Show Total War Cat the thing we were doing with the cannons. Cannons.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's not seen that, but he'd be interested in that.
All right. Here, I'll have them shoot at this unit here of dwarf units.
Let me just line them up.
Oh, here we go. This unit's coming like straight on.
Yeah, watch this. Look at that. So they aim right at the middle of the unit, and then
every time they hit the same spot.
Whenever there's a hole in the unit, they continue to aim right at the middle of the unit, and it's
accurate. Yeah,
it's absurd.
Like snipers.
Wonder what if I like give them like a different formation.
I don't think it matters. Like even like the two steam tanks, like it's all each individual model. Like
I'm just curious.
Yeah. I remember you could shoot your own horses with Gatling guns, but they wouldn't die.
Oh yeah, my god! You first person a unit of Gatling guns to follow the samurai, and you end up just point blank firing up your horse's arse that draws the fucking cart, and it doesn't die; it just stays there. Oh my god! Yeah. It was actually hard to kill them. Like, you couldn't. Sometimes you wouldn't be able to route fucking artillery.
No,
Who the fuck is that?
Holy shit. Oh my god.
leave out the video as well.
That's the best kick ever. Fucking hell.
Yeah, keep missing.
Yeah, same thing.
By filling the hole, they are just sending more dwarves to die. If they were smart,
Yeah,
they would just part and let all the
they
shots
just stay in
pass.
the two halves.
They would let the shots just pass harmlessly between the two halves if they were smart.
Oh, no, yeah, I was gonna say that's a thing where artillery in Fall of the Samurai that's limbered, so it's like it's still attached to the carts and horses and all that stuff. It has like a weird thing with the unit's health or something. Like you can have a unit fire hundreds of bullets or even
Yeah.
thousands of bullets into a unit of drawn artillery, and it'll take forever to kill them.
Yeah, they won't die. You know that save that I was trying to do from Jackson of Fall of the Samurai at Kyoto, where I actually figured out a solution to the save, but it always came down to those bugged out artillery pieces that were left at the end, because I would have almost no ammo left and it would be impossible to shoot the horses to fucking rout the units, and I just couldn't use the save. It sucked, because I found a really good solution to dealing with all the groups of units and shit. It was really optimized, but I fucking just couldn't even use it because of that shitty bug. Oh man. So many bugs.
So many bugs, so little time.
I think the best unit that has like a good line of fire, like the unit that I enjoy watching the most fire is flame cannons. That's my favorite one to watch fire. Everything else kind of just
I'm not sure which one that is.
It's a dwarven one. It's basically like a slow moving catapult of a slow moving fireball of death, basically.
There is one that I find amusing where it's like the dwarves throw a thing where it's like a rock, but it has like a goblin tied to it,
Yeah, it's pretty
which
cool.
is amusing.
The grudge thrower. It's the regiment of renown. What is it called? It's I forgot what it's called actually.
Grudge thrower? Yeah.
Yeah, it's grudge thrower,
Yeah.
but like what's the name? The regiment of renown version. That's the one with the
Oh.
goblins.
I have no idea.
Goblobber, I guess.
See if you
Oh.
if you make what do you call it? Like you make a like the target unit is at the center of the circle, and then you make a half circle with all of your artillery, and then you tell them all to fire simultaneously at the unit that is essentially in the middle of the circle. You will actually see all of the cannonballs intersect at that same moment on the middle of the
Yes.
unit.
Yes, please. Like have like you need like 4 units of cannons though.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was seeing earlier with the guns, where it would be
Yeah.
the opposite. So it's like they have the opposite behaviors that both produce convergence of projectiles, and it looks absurd.
Yeah, just like the steam cannons. No,
It's like
you don't do that with
cannons.
mortars though. It's just cannons, which
That's funny though, that they irrationally pay attention to either the very corners or the exact center point of target units. It's a really weird way to handle engagement at range. It's bizarre.
You know what? I think maybe another unit that might have really fast projectiles is gyrocopters. Am I wrong here?
No idea.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, like because gyrocopters have like their range, and it's like helicopters, and I think they may have pretty quick projectiles. I don't know. I might be right. I don't know. I'll show you I'll show you the organ gun, and
Yeah, and I'm
yeah,
bringing the volley guns this time.
bring a few more cannons actually.
Okay.
You don't need it. Yeah, fuck the mortars. Mortars are fine.
Are you gonna do that? What with that shit that I described?
Why not?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know how you'll get them to synchronize their shots though, because they'd have to be facing. I don't know how it works well in this, but they'd have to all be facing the exact center of the unit and
What
fire
we'll
at the
do
same
is, what we'll do is, I've done this before in Fall of the Samurai, dealing with cannons. Is we're gonna have him place a unit forward, and I'm going to give all of the cannons the order to fire, and they're all going to turn towards them, and then I'll give them the order to stop firing,
time.
so
Yeah.
that they'll turn towards them, but they won't actually fire. Okay, I'm putting.
And if this goes perfectly and is as absurd as I think it is, then the unit should emerge largely unscathed, just having the entire middle of it scythed out, but the rest of the unit should just fill in the hole and the unit should be largely fine.
Wait, I'm trying to like. I think you're gonna like what I'm gonna do with this. I love how this is just Connor just refusing to like eat the meat that is Warhammer. He's become a CA vegan.
I just like observing and thinking, and that's a lot easier to do when I'm just watching other people play it and I'm not having to concentrate on gameplay.
He's mentioned that units don't have loose formation.
Yeah.
Can you just mention that? Like I've always wondered
Mention
why
what?
not. Units don't have loose formation.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard about that a few times. That is strange. In Shogun 1, you had loose, tight, and wedge, but now you just have default.
Nothing.
I think someone
In
said
fact-
there's one unit that has wedge, some cavalry unit, and that's it.
There's only one faction.
Bretonians.
There's one faction that has wedge,
Alright,
and that's the Bretonian Cav.
alright.
And it does the business.
Yeah, it's the same in 3K. Like you always want to have wedge for every charge, which makes wedge essentially a
See what
redundant
I did there?
distinction: wedge versus
Perfect.
non-wedge.
Perfect. Okay, let me just try these cannons for these
That looks
brimstones.
retarded. I love it.
It's glorious, yeah.
9 barrels, 3x3.
Yeah, it's
fucking
like a rotating
cancerous.
revolver.
Yeah, revolving cannon. So it shoots 3
Yeah.
and then it's like a Nebelwerfer or something.
Yeah, it just turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so sick. See, the reason why it's cool is because it's inspired from reality. So if anything, it should behave in accordance with reality.
Actually, I think the army was developing something like that, where it's just like a volley of barrels that shoot bullets, and then
The bullets are stored in the barrel. And,
Yeah.
and,
Isn't that a minigun?
Yeah.
Oh, that's called something Storm. What's it called? What's that called? Storm. And it's
Yeah.
they're fired electrically.
Yeah. It had something like a fucking million rounds a minute or something.
How's
Or
that look
just
for
like,
projectile speed?
Yeah, it was sold to Russia, I think, or China.
About 100.
I'm gonna
Is
find
it-
that.
Connor, you seeing the projectile speed on this?
I'm looking. Yeah, go.
Oh, you didn't turn it to fire again.
Metal Storm superposed load.
It's actually 100. So
Oh yeah, they're doing the middle of the unit again. Accuracy might be lower though. But they're definitely aiming at the middle of the unit.
yeah, because they're like there are many artillery pieces that are just flying. I'm gonna try my artillery unit, and then you can just start bombing my shit. Let me just figure out the best way to place these guys. Did you talk to any of the other Total War guys? Connor?
Yeah, there's one in here listening to us right now, I think.
Holy shit, did you see that?
I'm looking at the firing animation
Like-
for this working gun.
No, like it literally just deleted like an entire section of your units. It's so sick.
Yeah, organ guns are powerful.
Yeah, it's just hitting at the edge because of the angle. You remember when you were talking about like, oh, it just hits the edge? This is
I
an
do.
example.
I do like how these are kind of like they're basically giant versions of the strikers on flintlock rifles that go down and.
Yeah, look at where they're firing here. They're kind of just firing at the edge, but if you just, you'll just see this, just the edge of your unit that's dying.
Here, let me
look at the pile of corpses. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just firing at the edge here.
Here, shoot at this one with them like parallel to you.
Yeah, I think it'll hit straight. Yeah, I see where they're aiming at. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, they're just hitting the edge.
Why are they going for the edges? I would have expected they would do the middle again.
Well, that one went to the middle.
It's like they have 3 target points: left, middle, right. That was
see, they're just like deleting like perfect sections of the unit. It's so sick.
That's 4 guns firing 4 shots each. So it's not entirely the edge, but
why is the entire right side of the unit untouched?
It's so accurate, man. Cannons are so accurate in this game.
do
you like this?
Bring forward like one of your units to like kind of stand. Like you see how I have 7 cannons? Stand them kind of like facing parallel to the middle cannon unit.
1 unit facing parallel to the middle. Okay.
Because I want to get them all like facing your 1 unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that distance is good. Just get them faced in.
Okay.
So you're gonna
that's good. That's good.
Salvo with all cannons into the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
See that they all fired into them.
They all intersected. Fuck's sake. Only a few stray.
Yeah, you can see where the unit's gonna fire if you have like that arrow when you click on them. Yeah, see?
Alright, try aiming at another point of the unit then.
Yeah, see, that's what the arrow's going.
It just aims at the unit.
See, that's where the arrow's aiming. That's literally where they're going.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really, really strange.
See, it follows the exact arc. That's so crazy.
Just let them keep firing. Don't do anything. Just let them keep firing and see what happens.
Alright, here, I'll shoot at one of these guys back here.
It's modern.
What these angles are meant to do is they're like to let you see whether or not they have a clear line of fire.
That's the exact angle that they're following, right? Like you see, they just follow that line.
It is with like a bit of variation for accuracy,
but it's pretty like there's one offshoot every once in a while, but it's pretty flawless.
It's like 1 point, give or take 5 feet to left or right.
It's pretty, that's pretty cool. I learned something new today.
That's strange. That was really, really strange.
Did they read a book about how cannons fire? Yeah, organ guns are like fairly inconsistent about where they hit, which is nice. But they usually fire the edge more so than anything. Yeah. Let me bring the next McDonald order for you. The words are so slow.
We dwarves are natural sprinters. I'll fire at that line.
I swear to God, I feel like I should just start playing Call of Warhammer. Just like never return.
So what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about these observations about artillery in this fucking game that relies on ranged?
Too accurate.
I think that they fulfill their role that they're supposed to. Right? Which is like they're supposed to like kill monsters, these cannons. So like they do it just super effectively. Yeah. My problem is that they don't feel like real cannons. Like in tabletop, I think in like the 8th edition, you could kill a dragon with 1 cannon hit if you got the proper rolls on it, right?
Yeah, I've always found cannons like everybody says they're meant to be fired at like big monsters. I've always found them not very effective at that. I just use handgunners.
Yeah, handgunners are good, really good as well.
Here, let's use I brought in a couple of units of these Hellblaster volley guns. You can
Oh,
see
they're
them
good.
in action.
Yeah, they're basically like the organ guns, but better. Yeah, because they have like 3 times the DPS.
I think what's the range on organ guns? It's 290 for these things.
300 for me.
Hmm.
But you've got like twice the DPS for some reason.
didn't-
What's your reload on it?
Well, actually, that makes sense. You have 4 barrels. We have 3 sets of 3 rotators.
No. The types of ammunition counts as well. So you have
750 missile strength.
yeah, but like you shoot 9 volleys, right? And I shoot
Shots per volley 9. Reload time 9 seconds.
yes, so all that shit's like calculated in like for 10 seconds. All right, you ready?
Firing at will.
Holy shit!
These shoot like mini cannonballs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this. I feel like this is how it should be.
Look at these! Look at these hexagonal cannonballs.
Yo, you know what's funny? You know what the Skaven was throwing? It's smaller than this, right?
What's smaller than what?
You remember like with the slinging units.
Yeah,
Weren't the balls like?
they were about this size, I think, of the smaller cannonball.
I feel like they were big. They're
No,
smaller.
they were bigger actually.
Like, these ones are smaller.
Wait, put it to
Holy
slow
shit,
motion so we can look at them. Or actually, just pause it the next time they fire.
Sure.
Wait. Pause. This is totally smaller than the projectile the Skaven were slinging.
Yeah, the Skavens were throwing bigger projectiles.
Look at this. That is. Look at this polygon we got going here. It looks like these things fire. What do you call it? The thing from the Marvel movie, the cube Tesseract. Yeah, these things are firing Tesseracts.
I mean, like, to be fair, like no one is gonna fucking like pause and
No,
like, zoom in.
what's weird is that like the projectiles for the cannonballs are round. Why are
Yeah,
these
but
like
they're larger and you can see them on the ground at a further distance.
To be fair, no one's gonna fuck with the Tesseract when it's being shot at you.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, but still, like, Hellblaster volley gun is fucking epic.
Oh yeah, let me see this.
Artillery
thing
is
in
like
action.
overall though, like I'm pretty okay with artillery in this game. Like I think it's okay. I think the damage values are shit. Like against units, they're fine, but against monstrous units, they make no sense.
Let me see this animation.
So sick.
I think it looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. It's just
They just don't have reload.
Yeah.
Unga bunga, right? You know,
The
Unga
firing itself looks alright. That would be a pretty complex reload animation for reloading 9
What if
barrels.
they just load in the salt from the ground, and then they use magic to turn it into bullets?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't need to reload because it's all magic anyway.
they just scream at it and then it reload. Look, they scream
Yeah,
at
they
it.
do.
They like
just go,
rush it.
"Ugh."
They just believe it's artillery and it works.
I want this unit to be minced. This unit of dwarf warriors in front of us. This unit offends me. Delete it.
They just shot the edge there, and then it's like getting slowly chipped away from the sides.
It is. I do find it quite amusing that when the dwarves get like blown in half, their bottoms are like so tiny. Their little stump legs.
Yo, what race would you be if you were like in a fantasy universe? Like, which one would you pick?
Depend on the universe, I guess. I don't know.
But which one would you pick? That's not nice. You get to choose. Like, I don't think
Thanos.
it's better than a high elf, honestly. Pretty comfy, not gonna lie. I'm getting.
I don't know, actually.
Sometimes cannons, when they fire, they don't really face where they shoot. But like, it's overall, it's pretty decent. Like, they did a pretty good job.
I mean, I think that visually and all that, I'm fine with the artillery in this game.
Yeah, same.
It is a bit weird how the cannons will all shoot like at the center of a unit, but to be fair, I guess they are meant more for like shooting at single entities.
Yeah.
So that you would want them to do that, but
If you show them the pirate like end with the arm cannon.
oh, the that thing, I forget its name.
Pirate ent with the arm cannon.
It's like the best description of it ever.
Yeah, we can show that.
You've got the DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought that one, eh?
Well, back when I bought the game, I think I like bought the stuff that was out. Well, some of the stuff that was out for it. I skipped some of the Warhammer 1 DLCs because they seemed really shitty. And
They are shitty. Don't buy them.
I'm just turning off the music.
Because I'm the only one here that has Warhammer 1.
I've got Warhammer 1.
I have every DLC. I have everything. I've got the whole game, the full experience.
Can you invite me again?
Why'd you leave?
To turn down the music.
Oh,
I turned down.
Ronan, man, don't you like being invited by me? Connor, how are you not sleeping, bro? Like, isn't it like noon?
Yeah, I'm really tired.
You are a true machine.
I don't know.
Dedicated gamer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a few hand cannons, a few handguns, a few mob bombers.
Get like the walking ents with gun hand things, and get like that giant, what is it
Crap.
called?
Oh, the Necrofex Colossus. That's what you guys were talking about?
Yeah, the Necrofex, and get like the I forget what it's called, like Big Bess or whatever it is, the giant like siege
Oh
cannon
yeah.
or siege mortar.
Sure.
I mean, if we're showing off the artillery, I don't know.
Might as well. What the fuck? Yo, I can't write whatever number I want. There you go. You ready?
Bring more. Yeah, bring more. So.
Grenades. Trying to think. Let's just bring that. Fuck it.
Oh wait, stop! Don't. It just occurred to me, Bretonia has a trebuchet.
Oh yeah, the best. Do the blessed one. Oh, I didn't remember actually.
What's the difference? Blessed and non-blessed are the same, just magic.
I think one just does magic.
Yeah, no friendly fire, which is pretty good.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What? No friendly fire?
It's
blessed,
blessed
bro.
and magic, so like it doesn't hurt your own units.
You didn't know?
How does that make sense?
It's black. There's also like
It's magic, dude. Just don't worry about it.
Like literally, it's magic.
Literally magic.
Yeah, it's literally.
Literally.
I'm just trying to organize my units. Just give me a
This
second.
makes me want to download Third Age.
Yo, I can't fucking run third age for some reason. Alright, well everything's just gonna fire, so I don't know. We just take them off fire.
Yeah, I just took my guys off fire. Well,
Just
Oh,
one
shit.
wee guy cranking. That's all it takes.
oh,
Just get-
did we fire? What was
Nothing.
that of yours that fired?
Big Bess.
Oh yeah, here's the giant, like siege
Big
mortar.
dick. It only does 68 HP damage? What the fuck?
Karen Queen Bess, what?
It's basically like big cannon, bro. It's big dick energy.
Why are there zombies manning it?
Oh,
Oh,
because
because they're zombie pirates. Yeah.
he just fired. Watch. Look at that. Satisfaction. See, I'm starting to talk like you, Connor. I've adapted.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I almost wiped the entire unit out in
Oh
one shot.
yeah, here's the ant ship thing.
Holy shit, I thought I had one leg.
Hang on, I'm actually gonna turn the
Is that
effects up, 'cause I do
It's a
remember
pirate
thinking
ant.
that the
Yes.
sound work on
And it has a rotary cannon as well.
Thanks. But the sound work on like this thing is pretty good. Like, just have it stand still.
Your stream has no sound, Roadie.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh. That's annoying. Well, anyway, just to describe it, it's got like lots of nice like you can hear the ship parts creaking, the different like fleshy noises of the zombies that are on it. You can hear like the cannons clanking together and the gears rotating as it aims.
What's the guy at the top doing? Has he got a musket or something?
Yeah.
R2.
You can see a couple of them. It's like how in like old ships, like guys would be in the rigging, sharpshooters.
This is the thing, like sometimes there's so much detail and sometimes they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that's just because like they don't have resources. They're spread too thin.
Like you can, like the detail on this is really good. Like all the little barnacles, the starfish, stuff hanging from it.
Yeah.
A lot of the really sick animations are done by the animators on their spare time. They're just like because they wanted to, you know.
Yeah.
I like you look if you can see like its claw thing. If you have it stand still, turn it off fire at will, just so I can see its like hands.
This model was somebody's baby.
You can see like it's got like giant fish hook things on its claws.
Damn, I didn't even notice that.
Like definitely the art team earned their money on this.
I'm sending my jihadi in, by the way.
Your jihadi.
Yeah, I've got a bloated corpse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting to look at, definitely. But fuck's sake, a fucking pirate ant with a cannon on its arm. What the fuck?
But the only question you need to ask is why not?
Yo, Roadie.
Once you get past like how silly and all that stuff it is, like you can really appreciate the work on a lot of like visuals. Like these cannons here, like all the seaweed and stuff like that, the old rigging that's on it.
What the fuck is the thing sitting on it? What the fuck is that?
Holy shit, look at that.
Like a gargoyle or something?
Yeah, gargoyle.
It's like a... just... wait. My suicide bomber can't run this fast.
Move forward. Well, aren't you sending him to die? That's why I had him.
I wanted you to see it in stream. I want you to put it in stream.
Oh, alright. Well, in that case, don't blow up them, because they're already all dead.
Yeah, because there are things on fire at will or whatever.
I wonder if he touches the unit, if he'll just explode.
Yeah, he just eats some stuff in.
Is he meant to have loads of arrows sticking out of him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he just blows up on contact. He's like the guy on the Dark Knight who blows up in prison.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's like a suicide bomber.
Alright, move forward some of your infantry, and I'll have the trebuchets fire at them.
Yeah. Here, we could show him some of the magic here.
Oh man.
Yeah, look at this. Here, I'll show you one. Oh, you're not even looking. What's going through your head, Connor? I'm actually curious. Like, what's going through your brain?
It's not really a total war, is it?
No, it's like its own thing.
It's a different kind of game, but that's not got any of the same priorities.
It's its own animal, definitely.
Yeah, now you see, now you understand. Now you understand. Yeah, that's why a lot of people, like, when you criticize the game, they're like, why are you criticizing it, you know? Because they get it, you know? They just, like, to them it makes sense.
But at the same time, even though they've went to all these lengths to model ideas and fill in textures and shit, it looks really shitty. You know what I mean? Like, just look at it. I'm looking at the trebuchets, and it kind of just it's like it's from 2004 or 2005.
Yeah, it's very like decrepit.
It looks rough, and it's like I don't know how to describe it.
Can I just pause? The
Um,
reason why is because this was released for free, and you had to pay to get access to the Vampire Coast. I think that's the only reason. Because
if you compare like something like this would be like a sort of free faction where it's basically just a basic unit with like some glowy stuff, and you compare it to this one, which is like its own later DLC, and compare the amount of detail on this thing. Like it's a complete night and day difference.
Also, not just I'm not. When I was looking at that trebuchet and thinking that it all just looks shitty, I was reminded also of like the trebuchet when it impacts. It doesn't. It's not like a. It's not. It's like Safe was saying earlier. It's not actual physics. It's weird effects that are. It's like just scripts that happen.
yeah, it's an imitate. It's like a
Parody.
It's actually a philosophical concept of like when the map replaces the real world. So like
the map and the place are separate. You don't have the place here. You have the map.
Yes, this game is the map of Warhammer, of Total War. You could make that analogy.
Hey, Safe, the next time the non-ballistic trebuchets fire, pause it, because I want to... Oh, wait, or am I the one who has to pause? No, yeah, pause it the next time they fire, because I think they're throwing crates.
Yeah, it's a bags of rock. It's just rocks, like from
Pause it?
like the rocks from the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. It looked like crates.
It looks like rubble, yeah.
Yeah, big pieces of concrete.
It's
The
just
blessed ones are
that's
just
like that's like in the third Lord of the Rings movie when that trebuchet on the walls of Minas Tirith throws the chunk of marble.
Yeah,
lands on the
exactly what it is.
definitely. That's exactly what this is. Yeah. And but the thing is, see, when you do that, you should have a giant, like a fucking 2-ton chunk of fucking, what would you even call it, debris, just basically rolling through formations like it does in Lord of the Rings. But in this, it's like the rock flies through the air, and it's a physics thing that's got questionable physics, and then as soon as it touches the ground, that is gone, and something else replaces it. It's really weak and feeble.
The next time it's gonna hit the trebuchet thing, let's put it on slow motion so we can see in detail what's happening.
Yeah, like see Lord of the Rings, fuck's sake. I used to rewatch that scene and just look at how well it was done, because I was, and when it was referenced there, I immediately knew what you were talking about, because I did that. It's like it's fucking ranks of orcs with these giant pieces of rubble just going right through the formations. Look at that, it vanishes. It does actually vanish. That's what I mean, there's no impact to this shit. It's similar to what I was saying about projectiles.
It's like the thing hits the ground, it disappears, and then like an explosive mine under the ground blows up.
Yeah, exactly. That describes it really well. And it's just disappointing. But that's the thing though, like they can't have it be really gritty and actually devastating like that, because the thing has to fire every 5 seconds, and it has to not be very effective. They could have just had one trebuchet that does have a devastating big fuck off boulder that just rolls through formations and shit, and that would have been the proper way to implement that. But instead, you've got to have all this.
Another thing is that like the catapults, if you look at them, they're kind of like rubber banding in the sky. Like they don't actually have a clear trajectory. Like you'll see if we do it one more time, they're rubber banding. But I think part of the design philosophy in this game was to make like ranged combat DOT. It's like it's all damage over time. It's not
yeah, exactly. Sometimes less is more, but they don't go for that at all with this game.
Yeah, rubber banding. Is it just on me?
No, hang on. Okay, next time Okay, put it back to normal speed.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I might have been seeing it even when it wasn't slow motion. Like, just leave it off of slow motion.
Yeah,
And I'm
they
gonna,
just
like,
don't,
drag
they
it
don't
along
move
its fight
straight.
path.
They just yeah, they're still doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like jumping back and forward.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
guy
not at all like Follow the Samurai, because see in Follow the Samurai, when a fucking explosive shell hits a formation, you have a really tinny, high-pitched fucking snap, and then it's like a concussive effect where it just sort of... There's a blast that propagates out, and you feel as if an actual detonation happened in the middle of a group. But when you have cannons in this, it's like a weird, mushy effect. It's like with the fucking radioactive globes and shit. It's all just kind of alien.
Yeah, there's
and
no
bizarre.
impact. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no decisive, really snappy impact. The mortars, I think, were the best that I've seen so far, but they still just seem to lack impact. It's like a really low velocity explosive. You know how TNT is like 4,000 meters a second or some shit. Like it's like a fucking really immediate effect of an actual explosive. But mortars, it's like a fucking it's like wildfire just fucking hit the unit. You know, from Game of Thrones. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I can't even put my finger on it, why it looks that way, but it just does.
Yeah.
It's just the way they make, because I feel like the way the engine is, it's like it's not smooth, right? It's like there's a few missing frames in between. Like when a unit, like if you look when this thing hits, there's a few seconds between like when it hits, not a seconds, but there's a few frames between when it hits, when a unit starts to explode, and like when the damage is dealt. Like it's just weird.
Another thing that I find really weird, and I think this is the thing with like the gore, is like you see when it hits, there's this weird cloud of blood and parts that happens. Like, hang on.
See what I mean?
Like it's weird how you can see the effect like propagating out of all the guys who are getting killed, like all the blood and stuff happening. It looks like weird and kind of artificial.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much blood and viscera and all that. It's like a cloud. Like, see, in order to get that and Follow the Samurai, anything even remotely approaching it, you have to have a fucking shrapnel shot that detonates just right and just cleaves right through fucking an entire column of guys. And then you get a really brief moment where they are actually just vaporized. Or
it's like when you see this thing come down and hit, you can see like the unit registering like, okay, this entity, this and like entity out to this distance is killed by projectile. Do special effects, you know.
Yeah, you could see the individual clouds, whereas in Fall of the Samurai, everyone would just turn into a pink mist.
Mhm.
You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's concussive and it matches. The sound fits it. Everything fits that. It all comes together.
Another thing that I dislike is you can see when it hits them, the guys, they just kind of get knocked down. Like when an explosive shell, especially like a naval bombardment shell, hits in Fall of the Samurai, dudes will get like thrown 20 feet through the air by the force of it, and it really gives you that feeling of like impact.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You see guys getting like the occasional guy gets fucking thrown really out of the blast.
Yeah, you should maybe like it's an arcadey feel that like gives a false sense of impact. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.